Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, June 27th, 2024. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right, that is it for the disclosures today. This will be our only session. Crude, getting it done. We have a setup at 8:42.15 that stays valid, and actually is a get-in, triggers in, but 9 o'clock occurs right here. We come down and back up. We've got at least 11 seconds to get in, so the order should definitely be in place. And that trade gets targets 1 and 2, 22 and 35 ticks for 57 this morning. If you didn't get, if that one was too fast for you to trade, you did pick up the short at almost a 1 minute bar to get in. That goes 23 to target 1, misses target 2 by 1 tick. If you trade for profit there, you end up with almost exactly the same trade that we had on the long side. If not, you stop out at 81.66 for a smaller profit on the target 2, but you still have a power one and done power of quitting. Similar on the unleaded this morning. Set up 902.08. Looks like, yeah, plenty of time to get in that one. Then that follows crude upward. Targets 1 and 2 hit 36 or 56, depending on your target. Trailed all the way up to 569 from the entry at 452 for 117 on the trailer. Target 2 traders picked up 173 total. There again, that one, there's no reason you should miss, but then we do have a almost as successful short side, 47 or 73, and 492 from 569, 77 ticks, 150 for target 2, so within $100 of as good a trade. The initial trade was 826.60, and the subsequent short was 726. Yeah, no. Yeah, 726.60. Subsequent short was 630. So $100 difference, essentially. Market is open. Soybeans has a short setup. It's a long setup on the YM. I got to look at timing on that. Short on soybeans did trigger in. That was 30 seconds too early, never came back, so that's no trade on the YM. I'll go down here and pick up. That is, yeah, there's our micro NQ. All right, the early YM trade stops out. Pound Aussie goes one and done this morning, picking up a short at 838.31. Stood down for 5 minutes because we had a bunch of news, a couple of red label reports at 8:30. But that is after the 5 minute stand down, so that picks up 18 pips to target one, an additional pip on the stop for 4 positions, 22 pips net. We're not taking this long. All right, that's an early trade on the micro NQ. That's flat now. Looking for our first trade there. Looking for our first trade on the YM. Soybeans is short. Please do say hello in the chat. It's nice to know who I'm talking to, other than myself. YM setting a new session high. But no new trades. Long setup on micro Russell. I would call that a get in sync at this point. Entry 42.2. Yeah, I'd take that to 42.4. We got to 42.3 and pulled back. We're going to need to go to 43.8. And it stops out, so it's off the table anyway. Crude is done. The YM is looking for its first trade. Soybeans is short. Pound Aussie is done. And unleaded is done. So far, a nice session this morning. There is a short trade on the YM. $4.87. No trigger. One click. There's 2 closes above the balance line. That cancels the short trade on the YM. Soybeans back to the entry and another short trade on the YM. This time 486. YM money management and target one. Stop to 486. So this is a dead break even because we were just above the money management level, or rather just above the key level of 5. That's a minor key level, so we didn't adjust around it with the YM. All right, still soybean short halfway between. YM is done. Pound Aussie is done. Fruit is done. Unleaded is done. All right, no changes so far. Right. Soybeans back up to the entry. Short trade on the micro NQ. Interesting. Divergence again today. Micro NQ is short. Lamb and the micro Russell both pushing upward. Soybeans at the entry, 1165 flat. 1162 and 3/4 for target one. Lamb just missed getting oversold before going up. Pending home sales at 10 o'clock. Red label report. So I will stand down for a couple of minutes on crude, the crude 10 a.m. mini session. We'll wait till 10:32 or 10:02. Full stop out on the micro NQ, and now we have a long setup that just triggered. So micro NQ is long. So after we get a pullback in the YM, now the micro NQ is starting to follow. Got a pullback, a little bit of pullback in the micro Russell as well. Long trade in the micro NQ taking some heat right now. About halfway in no man's land. Halfway between the entry and the stop. Soybeans slightly up above the short entry. And still no trades on the micro Russell. So long on the micro NQ, short on soybeans, and we have a stop and reverse on soybeans. Let's see, that's going to be 66.5. Not there yet, but we're close. There's the stop and reverse. And actually, that stop and reverse, well, it triggered in unadjusted, so it will stay valid, even though the trend indicator is waffling back and forth between long and short, or up and down. That's going to be a long. We did trigger in on the bar where it was positive, even though that bar caused us to go back to the negative trend or down trend indicator. Hybrid mode. You saw the trade set up back here. It was filtered out because it was in hybrid mode. We had the trend indicator turn blue, and so the trade became valid, triggered in on the next bar. So that does make the short entry valid, or the long entry valid, even though the trend indicator went negative. Still hasn't triggered in. There's it just triggered in. 66.50. We're going to go to 68. Target 1 will be 68. Rather, target 1 is 67.75. Money management's going to be 68 flat. Do that because of our adjustment. Yep, so it was a 7 tick unadjusted, so it's only 5 ticks adjusted. We'll take 2 positions at target 2. And we'll take 65 to 66.50. We took so that's a 6-point loss on the 4 positions. Certainly not terrible. We took a full loss on the second long trade on the micro NQ. Then we come with a short that's making its way down, trailing now. This is a winning trade, trading winner. Already hitting target 2. Maybe, yeah, there's target 3, so we'll go to target 4 now. And coming very close to target 4. Soybeans somewhat rejected at the 200 EMA. Target 4 on the micro NQ. Stop at 032 and a quarter. We are up above the 20,000 mark again. Still no trades on the micro Russell. Soybeans is long now. Micro NQ is short. And a long trade on the micro Russell. I think we pulled back just then to the entry. So that will put us in the trade. We need to go up a tick. 47.6. We're not quite there. And yeah, now we push through it. So break even stop. Actually now trailing a bit. And target 3 achieved. So that is win number 1. First trade. And the micro NQ stops out and triggers into a long trade as well. Micro Russell and micro NQ both going up. YM coming down or going sideways. YM right at session open. Stop on the micro Russell 46.9. Soybeans coming down, taking heat on the long trade. Micro Russell flirting with the stop at 46.9. And Micro Russell stops out at 46.9. Trade number 1 in the books as a winner. Micro NQ with 2 losses and a solid win. All 3 targets and trailing in between targets 2 and 3. We're somewhere close to break even on the micro NQ after the 2 losses. But a third loss here would complete the session. We have a long trade that's possible to get in sync. We're going to stand down for a couple of minutes on the 10 a.m. mini session for crude because of news coming out at 10. Existing home sales comes out. It's a red label report. And minute plus. And money management on the micro NQ. Stopped to 40 3/4. So this will be at least a break-even trade. YM turning back up, so all 3 markets trying to push upward now. Although YM's still not sure it's going up. None of the 3 are really going hard. Micro NQ taking the lead now. Pending home sales just came out, 10 o'clock. All 3 market seems to like that. All 3 indices pushing up. Micro NQ, the only one in a trade. We'll wait a couple of minutes before we jump into a trade. Target 2 win on micro NQ. So that's win number 2. And along with the prior trade, that should get us positive. Trailing now, 56 3/4. Almost target 1. Target 3 is our next objective. $59.5, pulling back very close to that, and stopping out at 59.5. So that is win number 2 against 2 losses. 59.5 on the micro NQ. Should definitely be positive now. Because of how strong the first trade was. And I'm in session now for the crude. So we'll get in sync with the long trade. We should be in that trade because that's price is at the entry. Root in the long trade for 10 a.m. session. Soybeans shorts. Michael Russell is short. Second trade of the morning. And reaching money management at 48.4. Looks like we survived. We got close. And the entry was just barely below that EMA that would have filtered it out. 49.8 is the entry, so 49.7 is the stop. I got the wrong line there. So there we are. And we have another stop and potential stop and reverse. This time we are going to be at the full stop on the short, or on the long rather. Two wins today. Here's another short on the micro NQ. Entry at 52.50, 52 and a half. And we got through it by a tick. I'd take it down to 52 flat. That move to the quarter was too fast to have caught. And there it triggers in. So we are in the trade. Looks like 50 EMA just barely held. and now ultimately didn't. So that micro NQ, no, we are not to the money management yet. So that we are still in the full risk on. Targets 3 and 4 on the micro Russell. 48.6 for the current stop. Back to the entry on crude. John Laser. Crude looks like it's going to make money management. There's money management. One more tick for target. $13 and $21 on this trade. And we get a full stop out, stop and reverse. Actually, that full stop out is loss number 3. So that ends the session, the micro NQ. Russell stopped out and now goes long. And we need to tick. There it is. 51.1 is our money management level, and we did hit that, it looks like. Yep. So the stop will come to break even. This is trade number 3, 2 wins so far. This one's going to be at least a break even. $49.8 for the stop. So we could get an intrabar, and we do get an intrabar stop out. So that is a break-even stop. Targets 1 and 2 on crude. So we do pick up full value. 13 and 21, 34 ticks added to our 57 from the morning session. Makes a 91 tick day. Not a bad day on 2 sessions. So crude is done. Micro NQ is done. We're still in the long trade on soybeans, and potentially 3 trades to go on the micro Russell. Pound Aussie with another target 1 and a small trailer, but we were not in that because we did make money management, or we did make our power quitting goals in the first trade. And welcome. Please do say hello in the chat. Today, improved mini session successful. So, micro NQ session was not great. So we lost 186 points on with the 3 losing trades. So the first winning trade was worth 28.5, 40.5. That's 69. And we got target 4, looks like. Yeah, we got target 4 for 52. So 119, 121.5. That's definitely a good trade. It gets targets 2 and 3 for 69 again, 21.5, 89, 90.5. So yeah, so we're going to be positive 190.5, and we've got 2 positions that went from 40.5 to 59.5, 19.5. That's 39 ticks. So 190.5 plus 39, 220.5, 229.5. So we're about 186, 229.5, and 43.5 ticks positive, 43.5 points positive. Not a great deal on the micro YM if you're running just a single positions. Trade number 4 on the micro Russell. Triggers in to short. Oops, that's not the line I want there. I want that line there. And we go to 45.9. Money management. Soybeans does stop and reverse to short. Ten-tick target after a stop and reverse. No, 11-tick target after a stop and reverse. We only had to adjust 1 tick. And I'd like to see where we go from here with the micro Russell. Looks like we did trigger the short. And we triggered it, already triggered it, but there it is again. So, oh shoot. But we had already stopped out before we came back for that one. Let me look at that one and see if it was avoidable or not. That's either a full loss or an avoided trade. All right, 4 seconds. Soybeans, target 1. So that's 10 ticks. Our loss here was 14. So actually we're down 20 points. That's 10 ticks. Next target is 19. All right, let's see where we are here. There is our entry. Yep, we should be in that. And then we take a full loss on that trade. Trade number 4 is a full loss after 3 wins. No, 2 wins and a break even. One, 2 wins and a break even. And a loss. Target 2. That's 29 ticks in hand on soybeans. That's 7.25 points, so we're still down 12 3/4. 2 positions remaining and trailing at 62.5. Another 26 on offer at target 3. That's at 56.5. We're at 57 flat. 2 more ticks. New session low for soybeans. Still trying to work down on soybeans. Soybeans short, micro Russell flat. Everything else is done. "26 ticks would be 6.5 points. Added to the 7.25 we've already gained 13.75. And we're down 6.25. We actually need to get the trailer within a tick of target 3 to get even. And I am going to have to call it a day here in just a few minutes. Because I have got to go to get ready for an appointment. All right, soybean stopped to 61.75. Still haven't gotten down to that target 3 yet at 56.5. I hate to say goodbye in the middle of trades, but I am going to have to call it a morning. I have to get ready and go to an appointment. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. Good trading tomorrow and Monday. We'll see everybody on Tuesday. Schedule for the week next week, 9:30 Tuesday and Wednesday. Crude oil inventory report at 10:30 on Wednesday. No room on Thursday, July the 4th holiday. So that's where things stand for next week, and we will see everybody then. See everybody Tuesday.